Okay guys, so if you've ever got into Warframe and you would like a guide to start off with, here I am. So this one's going to be the basics. Out of all the basic Warframes, Excalibur is the one I choose. You have three options. Mag is kind of for people who already know how to play a little bit, because yeah, she has some moves that isn't just straightforward thinking. You kind of need like an explanation. Your boy Excalibur is the basic boy. He's got a dash attack. He's got all your basic needs. Heavy damage. Volt is kind of like, he's like an alternative. I'd pick for a starter, Volt or Excalibur. But I recommend you take the scanner. I guess this episode is for people who haven't started yet, people who are about to start. But yeah. Oh wait, great. I don't know what it said. Sorry, yeah. So I have not played Warframe with this type of setting. They redid how you start out.
Grab what you can.
And I'm not sure how you start out, but I do know the weapons are still the same. Out of the pistol and kunai, I'd pick the kunai, but I mean it doesn't really matter. It's all up to you with your melee and your primary weapon is what really matters. So pick whatever secondary you would like. I prefer these kunai because it's silent. But it's not like I use them anyway, so if you fancy secondary weapons and like all that, then this is for you, but I don't usually use them.
Point is up ahead.
So
hurry before Vor finds out you've escaped.
Big tip. You'd be taught this, but bullet jumping is a thing.
Do you remember
On PlayStation, it's L1 and X, just at the same time, as it's showing right now. And usually, if you just press X right after, you do another jump. So it's like a double jump, but not really. Usually, I followed up with a PlayStation L1. So it's bullet jump, jump, roll. Bullet jump, jump, roll. And that's the basics of movement. That's it. The game's simple. That's the basics to movement. Bullet jump, jump, roll. That's some basic movement that I usually do. I still use it. That's all. Alright, Captain War. Well, that's not gonna work, so I have to get up closer. Oh, and he's gone. Now he's over here.
My decrepit heart is pounding. This one is stronger than the rest. Lock the area down. This Tenno is mine.
So in my original gameplay, I made the mistake of picking a staff, a bow, I think it's called.
Do that.
That was the mistake.
It's your only chance.
I shouldn't have done that, but I accidentally did that. And I do know there is another option to start off your game. You could do the Kuviri Paradox. I'd recommend it, but for the sake of the videos, I probably won't be doing it. Yeah. So yeah, here we go to the primary weapons. So as of right now, the straightforward option will be the bow and arrow, purely because it's just heavy damage and it's quiet. This is loud and you know how a gun works. You see, heavy damage and very quiet. In the early stages of the game, I'd recommend you be quiet, but yeah. I mean, in this mission, everybody knows we're here, so there's no point. But This weapon will help you later on. Hacking should be a straightforward thing that you learn. But
Are my senses deceiving me? Operator, is that
Yeah.
you?
the game already tells you all the basics you
Reinforcements
need,
up
but
here.
I can
Ship
help
Cephalon,
enhance
we
what you know.
require Immediate extraction.
That's about it for like the
operator
first
is in
episode.
danger.
I can help
I
you
will
know
leave
what
him on
weapons to
susceptible
pick
engines.
or stuff like that, but other than
Are you afraid?
that, the first episode is kind of just pretty useless.
I've marked you. You will
You'd want
return
me to teach you something else, like what to do after the game, after the little prologue. If I've never mentioned, the Slash does have a multi-kill feature. If you hold, well, on PlayStation, I'm sorry, I don't know what reference that is to other stuff that you play this on, but for me, it's R1 and X. So his first ability has a feature to kill multiple at once. So as seen, oh no, this is split apart. If you hold it down, it will kill all, or it'll hit all in the area. Only in the early stages it seems like it insta kills, but it's not guaranteed for later on. But Excalibur, I recommend for the fourth ability. Warframes slowly give you a total of 4 abilities. Unique abilities that you acquire
Operator,
along the way.
you have returned.
Alright guys, so it looks like I have all of this, right? This is only because I'm on PlayStation. So they've given me this because I have PlayStation Plus, and there's like a PlayStation Plus pack that just gives you stuff for free. If you're on PlayStation, I highly recommend like keeping on and having a look for these stuff because they are very helpful. Yeah, like this is already like a weapon people use to the end game, and you get like some fashion frame stuff, even a palette for customizing your character, another weapon which I won't be using, and boosters and Oricon catalysts and a lot of platinum. Now, with a basic person starting out, I'm pretty sure by memory you would have. Whoa! I already have this stuff equipped. You would have 50 platinum in total. I was an idiot and I bought some random stuff. Don't recommend that. I was stupid. I was only like,
You
say,
honor
8
orders.
when I played this game for the first
Now
time.
I can supply the operator with better modded firepower. Oh, the violation. Those have been looted as well.
We need to figure out what Captain Vor has done to you and
So-
stop him, but we'll need help. I found a communication segment we might salvage for your ship. When you are ready, activate your navigation system.
Orders hopes the operator will punish the Grineer for dismantling it.
So, as I said, you get, I mean, armor is something I wouldn't recommend you getting straight away. But you could, if you wish. You could get some shoulder pieces or whatnot, and just customize really. But yeah, as I said, not recommended. I'm not really gonna customize because there is a cape you could get straight away, but you know it doesn't really matter what you get. But for the interest of people who are playing straight away, you would better off be buying Warframe slots, because as the base game provides, you only have 2 other Warframes that you could craft and keep just base. You can have your basic one, provided 2 more by doing missions, getting parts, and building them. Now, you could extend that by 2 Warframes, and then you could say you could have Ash, Atlas, Banshee, and Baroque, and then yeah, that's your 5. And then if you end up not liking Excalibur, you can get rid of him and get another one, and then going like that. But later on in the game, you will get more platinum by just getting stuff, and you will be provided with a lot of stuff. If that didn't make sense, it's alright, because my job is to show you the basics, and when the time comes for me to show you it in person, I will. But for now, I'm gonna get through these missions and give you some tips along the way.
Is in a nearby data vault. Infiltrate the vault and retrieve the segment.
So I'll give you a run through of how I would usually do missions, but
I see the shadows of your mind.
oh, early on, yeah, I would recommend getting these. I just don't, because it's just muscle memory. I just don't do anything like that. But materials, you will need materials to craft new Warframes and whatnot. And there's these premium. There's a premium version of Warframes. Say there's a Warframe named Rhino. There's a version of Rhino called Rhino Prime. And yeah, you could obtain them for free. You don't have to pay, say, $120 for that Warframe. There is a more simple way by
a clean extraction
essentially
the segment is yours.
Essentially just playing the game.
As every moment passes,
it's kind of hard to talk because there is people talking over me. But yeah, you will obtain relics over time, and the game will teach you about what they are. If you feel as if you're getting stuff that you don't want, you can always sell that stuff for platinum. Which is one of the main reasons I love this game. You can just earn in-game currency that's bought. Really, really great stuff. And I leveled up 4 times there, so I possibly could have the next ability. A Warframe's max level is 30, if I'm not mistaken. Am I? No. I'm doubting myself. I don't know why.
Engaging. Welcome back, operator. The operator has recovered a segment. Install it now. Orders patiently awaits its installation.
To be honest, that's about the basics I could show you.
I suppose this will do. Orders is grateful.
Orders, shut up. Thank you.
Get communications online.
Lotus.
I must analyze what Voris Ascaris is doing to your Warframe. This technology is beyond the Grineer. It must be Corpus in origin.
The operator is now connected with other Tenno in the system. The operator may now contact all black market scumbags. Contact arms dealers.
Excellent idea, Ordis. Tenno, we need to make contact with a Corpus defector sympathetic to the Tenno cause. They will, of course, require compensation.
You see what Ordis is referring to, operator?
In this case, compensation will not be credits. It will be freedom. I've updated navigation. You will need to break him out of a Grineer gulag.
Okay. Now they're done talking. Every Warframe has a set of 4 skills, as I stated before, plus a passive ability. Now, the passive ability isn't something you just use. It's something that comes along built in with your Warframe. At no energy cost do you have to spend to use it. Like these specific 4. So for Excalibur specifically, 10% increased melee damage is... Oh, sorry, swords. Specifically swords, Excalibur's got you. That's why I recommend, with Excalibur, the Skarner. Or just any of them, really. The Skarner is just better in general. Besides that fact, I would recommend you look into other weapons, because as you can see, the Bratton is for free, right? Now the Paris, you actually have to spend platinum to buy it, unless you're talking about the Paris Mark 1, because that's just worse, right? But this is like a good version, and this is just called the Bratton. You can just purely buy this. So I wouldn't recommend buying this, because you can earn it, right? Essentially. So there are some free weapons you could get with credits. Like a cheaper but worse version of the Bratton, the base one. A worse version of the Paris, but you still have to, like, if you wanted the regular Paris, you'd have to purchase it. Or if you want, there is a shotgun. You can get a shotgun now. Now this is with all of them. Worst kunai. The Fierce is a good one, a good option. I would recommend it over the kunai. And with melees, you could get boxing gloves or the bow. Staff, essentially, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, for me, this was overwhelming at first. I didn't know what to do. They kind of just chucked me in, and I didn't know what platinum was or what credits is. So, credits is as it states up there, the basic currency, the standard currency. You can obtain pretty much any blueprint with it. If you go up to Warframes and go to any Warframe, some of them might need a blueprint that is from a quest. So sometimes you have to do a quest to get a Warframe, sometimes you don't. Chroma is another one, but if we go down, Grendel should be, yeah. Grendel is just one of those Warframes you can buy a blueprint for. So blueprints for weapons as well is also available, as you can see right here. And you need resources for that. We have one Neurod, which we got from the mission just previously played. So you got to keep your eye for resources. Don't speedrun your mission like I did just then, but it's because I'm being timed to help you guys. Yeah. After you grab everything Ordis and the Lotus wants you to get, I'd recommend, yeah, your goal is to finish Vor's prize. Once you finish this, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want, but already you're allowed to just go ahead and invite people to your game. Someone's probably gonna... No? I thought someone was gonna get paired up with me just then, but apparently not. But that's what could happen, though. You could get paired up and you'd have teammates. Now, the game is designed for multiplayer.
He's being held in the prison block on the other
you'd
side
benefit
of this
from playing
complex.
with people. So that is recommended if you have friends to play it with, or just leave your character on public, so if you load into a game, you can possibly be paired.
To build this place?
Oh yeah, and if I didn't state this earlier, the Paris, the bow, it can actually go through multiple enemies,
Darbo was out for
and
himself,
that's very nice.
but he is sympathetic toward the Tenno. The Grineer must have found out.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through.
So don't mind me using this weapon.
The shadows of your mind.
It's just what I've been given straight away. If you think this is unfair, I get it.
You. Focus on the mission.
But
it's our only hope of figuring out this link with him.
You guys could...
This is the prison
I don't know
block.
if Xbox or PC has certain things that you can get for free, but it's just what PlayStation has given me.
So we can enter.
That's what I'm going to use. The skills is the stuff that you'd want, so it's fine. It's not completely bad. I assume he's in this one, but he could be in the other one. Ah, I was wrong, of course.
owe you for this dinner. I will get my entourage to meet us in orbit once we're clear of this mess.
A big tip with these missions,
Extraction is ready.
you don't
Remember,
have to wait
your
for
success
the...
here depends on getting Darvo out of there.
Lotus,
alive.
could you please be quiet? You don't actually have to wait for the escort to follow you. They will easily catch up to you no matter where you
Lotus
go.
must be desperate to send you fetching greedy fools from the Corpus.
If he...
Now,
we have a
the
headache.
Ascaris has burrowed deep enough to give me influence. Shall we see how your shields work?
Ferrite is something you will need if you just saw me
Ascaris is
break
letting
that.
Vor control your shield. We must figure out how to remove it. Avoid taking damage while I try and block him.
Now, as I said before I got interrupted, your target does not need to catch up to you. As you can see, your only goal is for you to reach the extraction, so go at your pace and get to extraction. Don't worry about the person unless they fall and you have to go revive them. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, through this mission you will get 2 gold mods, intensifying continuity. They are
I see
greatly...
the operator can enable the mod segment now. Ordis
Greatly
would be delighted
needed.
to show you how to upgrade your arsenal. May I recommend fire?
And this is your mod segment. They'll explain this, but I'm sure I could do a better job, so I might talk over them.
Operator, I've linked the mod segment to your arsenal now.
In your mods menu, as you can tell, Warframes have different mods: shield capacity, health, ability strength, ability duration. These 2 are really good. I'd recommend trying to upgrade them first, but to upgrade them, you have these things called Endo, and they're pretty of a nuisance to get. One way to get them is, as I recommend, you just select your duplicates and sell it for Endo, which you can't do right now because I have to finish Vol's prize. But for 2 things to upgrade, you need credits and Endo, and the better the mod is, the more it's going to cost. With this, it has a lot of upgrades, so upgrade number 1, yeah, 2, good. And then it's going to go all the way up to, say, 500,000 credits and 10,000 Endo. We do not have that in our funds, so yeah. What I recommend to upgrade first, out of duration and strength, is probably strength. I only recommend strength because, I mean, early on, strength is something you'd probably want, and health, over other stuff, so. Here's some more health. We could do shields as well. You know, I will do shields. And we can leave duration on a basic level, but it all depends on your Warframe. With Excalibur, his first ability, as you can see, it's not duration based. Neither is his second or third. His last ability is duration based, and it's not something we need right now, but we will also upgrade it with what we can. Now, with all that being done, we can come over here, go to our mods, and this might not seem important, but mods are pretty much what sets you up for the game. Early on, it seems like you're already overpowered, but once you get out of Earth into other planets, stuff gets hard. Or harder. Oh, what? Oh, that's all I can have. Yeah, my bad. Maybe do half and half. Half intensify and half vitality. Actually, no, you couldn't do that, could you? Yeah. You probably couldn't. But intensify is something you need. Health, I don't think you're gonna die. that quickly. But yeah, mods is a major thing in the game. For Warframes, range isn't something you need straight away, but shields, health, and anything to do with abilities you need greatly. Because if you start to get into your weapons and little abilities early on, it's going to be easier for you to play the game. And with understanding mods, I mean, it's not hard, but it might seem a bit strange because I don't think a game has a concept like this. So, as you can see, your capacity is displayed up here. If you add something that has another number on it, it'll decrease it by that number. But there is a catch. If you have a mod slot with a polarity on it, and you have a mod that you want to use that has that polarity in accordance, chuck that on, and it will only use half. Originally 2, put it on, only takes 1. Only takes 1. Yeah. So, realistically, we cannot use Intensify because the capacity is 6. But if we half it, we can. So, that's that. And for weapons, chuck on what you can. Oh, well, my weapon has a unique trait, but you always look out for unique traits because it helps you understand your weapon better. And while we're in this topic, let me teach you about the damage types. There is a definition for each of them, but I can just summarize them for you. Critical chance is the chance given to do a given color of a number. You have white, yellow, and red. Oh, sorry. White, yellow, orange, and red. Orange being big crits and red being super crits, as stated over here. But that's not going to be something you'll be doing straight away. Critical multiplier is just a given damage number of a color. So this is a chance for it to happen. This is it being done. This is just it. So, I mean, you could go with chance. Chance is a good one because if you have over 100, it's pretty much guaranteed. If you have over 200, it's a guaranteed orange. And red's not really, you can't really guarantee a red, but I'm sure if you have a lot of critical chance, it will be as if it's guaranteed for a red. But yeah, criticals are very, very crucial. Status chances include these 3 different types plus elemental. So fire, ice, lightning, poison. And then there's compound elements like poison and lightning, corrosive, explosive, which is lightning and fire, I'm pretty sure. They're all status. And the thing right here is the chance of a status being applied per hit. Now, as you can see, for the ones I have right now, puncture is only 2.7, slash is 13.5, and impact is 1.8. And the total damage that I can inflict is 168. If I do a heavy damage, which for me, if I do a heavy attack, which for me is holding down L2 and circle. So if you convert that into whatever buttons that is for your device that you're playing Warframe on, good job. I cannot do that. Or if someone could put it in the comments, I might need that. You could possibly increase that damage by 4 times. Over here, it's just absurd. By having 168 per hit to having 840 per hit, and with a slam, which is a jump attack, like a jump look down circle. So pretty much one of these, you jump, look down, and press circle to attack, and it'll do a slam. And yeah, that's your slam attacks. That's pretty much everything you need to know. Unless you want to know about combo duration, but that's just damage, you know. Damage in a combo in a given time. Take any breaks, that's gone. For me, it's 5 seconds, and then it'll break my combo. Follow through. I mean, these seem pretty self-explanatory. Slide attacks is sliding and pressing circle. Slam attacks I just explained. Range is how far you can attack, and speed is how quickly you can attack. So, with that being said, that might be the first episode of How to Warframe with Horsey Gang. Now, I mean, it's not much for the first episode, but trust me, you might need my help for later on. Otherwise, as most people who play this game, they just drop it. And then they see something else in Warframe, and they might come back. But some people just have this game dead forever after giving it a slight go. So, if I was to recommend anything, I would say finish Vor's Prize. I'm going to finish it off screen, and when that's done, please find me for the next lesson of How to Warframe. Thank you, and goodbye.